Do you believe this?
This is not just about winning. This is about turning the ordinary into the extraordinary. Building a legacy and becoming undisputed.
And it's an instant classic.
Undisputed.
All the seats have been sold. We're at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. And watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Up first is the Giant. As you can see, they will enjoy a reach advantage. And they'll be... First up, the Giant from France. And they hold the SCI national title. Coming off a very close, controversial win. Let's see if they can be more definitive in this one. Up against them, Steel Jaw from Mexico.
Oh, pure bad blood.
And with that, let's go into the ring. And the Hall of Fame announcer himself, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from France, wearing the black trunks trimmed with black, presenting the current national heavyweight champion, the Giant. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico, wearing the pink trunks trimmed with black, Steel Jaw.
What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
This is the fight of pride. This is two warriors that want to get in there and beat the hell out of each other. This is that fight.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Straight right just misses. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice idea with the jab, but does not land. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. The straight right just misses. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy.
And there's the bell for round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Beautiful counter punch. You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. you're going to get knocked out. These punches coming from every angle. They block that jab. Those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. We're always looking for that KO, and we could see an upset right here. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight.
Let's get it started in round 3. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Good counter punch. Jab misses. Those counter punches have to hurt. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Both men step back for just a moment. Can't find a home for that jab. These two fighters are made for one another. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
You can't leave it up to the judges.
There's the bell for round 4. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
The charts action from both of these fighters. And he just missed with that left. Puller right there. What a nightmare scenario. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. The corner's got the towel, and they're going to throw it in. No, we don't see a knockdown.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Hook misses. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it's like two different...
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt, you've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's gonna pop you off.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, 2 punches better. Defense here at all. The referee really thinking about stopping it. And down goes Steel Jaw. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner better get warmed up. They've got some work to do. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet.
Can make or break a fighter.
Let's start the 6th. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Nope, that hook won't score. You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be all hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. And the Giant's been knocked down. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Apparently it's going to take more than that to keep this fighter down.
Got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to par you. walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
His stamina is off the charts. 10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. That's it, a unanimous decision win.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down there, but you know what? The loser is going to have to learn a big, big, hard lesson. I totally agree.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me, of course, is Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
Up first is the Giant from France, and they hold the SCI national title, coming off a very close win. Against them, Steamboat from Mexico. The last time we saw them in action, they lost by a TKO. Let's see how they bounce back here.
As soon as the ball goes, don't blink. That fight could be over.
This bout is scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from France. Wearing the black trunks trimmed with black. Presenting the current national heavyweight champion, the Giant. Fighting out of the blue corner from Mexico. Wearing the green trunks trimmed with cyan. Steamboat.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
All I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Punch is beginning to take its toll. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. This boxer is a real hook specialist. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? The jab doesn't quite connect. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
This is a high-octane battle. You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there.
There's the bell for round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
It's bombs away. How did he absorb that hook? That hook was off target. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You don't want to trade shots. Neither fighter willing to slow down. The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. I promise you, all 3 judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
There's the bell to start round 3. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. And that hook misses. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Did you see that? Can they finish it? It appears that the moment of trouble has passed, at least for now.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Oh, right there! Stumbling around in potholes. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Every second, every minute of this fight is important.
Back at it in round 4. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
hook is finding its target. Well done with that counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Nice counter shot. The straight right just misses. Hook was off target. Whoa, wait a minute. Why weren't they covering up? And down goes Steamboat. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
One, two, three, four, and you're okay.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
You're being put down. You've got to think right. Survive and then...
On to the fifth we go. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
The straight right just misses. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Swing and a miss with the jab. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Those counter punches have to hurt. Just missed with that hook. That hook was off target. And he scores with the counter. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That hook won't score. What's the referee thinking right now? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's a...
On to the sixth round. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And that was it. That was the big shot we were waiting for. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What will they do? What will they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They're both trying for a knockout. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be hard.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. This may do it. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
What recovery?
Oh, hold on a second, Johnny. And now going for the finish. That was the moment.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those...
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Corner's got the towel. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.